It's Code Question Monday. With that being said, let's jump into it. So in a dwelling unit, what is the proper amount of spacing, or I guess what is the maximum amount of spacing that you can have for outlets or receptacles in a habitable space, like a living room or bedroom? Do you know that? Let's get into it. Now, I'm going to preface this question, if you're new to the trade, is a very good question to know. Obviously, if you've been in the trade, you don't even need to look it up. You probably already know the answer to it. But with that being said, let's jump into the holy grail of the electrical code. This is the 2023 version of the National Electrical Code, or a lot of people refer to it as the NEC. So, if you're new to this, obviously, if you flip through one of these code books, they're pretty expansive. You can see different article titles and so forth. That's going to be occurring throughout the entire book. What I like to do, if there's something I'm not sure on, because I don't have tabs in this book, obviously this is a newer book, over time you'll add tabs to make things a lot easier, but if you don't have tabs, this is a very simplistic way to go about finding what you need. So if you flip to the index of this code book, you're going to have everything broken down alphabetically. So since we're looking for receptacles and outlets, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go alphabetically to until I hit receptacles. So let's get going. This, once again, is in the back of the textbook, or the code book. Pretty self-explanatory there. But we're now in the R's, so now we're just going to sort through all these alphabetically. Receptacles, this might be right where we need to be. So we're going to look for receptacles, cord connectors, and attachment plugs. So we know receptacles are here. Now we're going to look for outlets. So we can start scanning, once again alphabetically. Outlets, as you can see, 210.50. Receptacles is what we're looking for. Then outlets in specific, once again alphabetically, 210.50. So we're going to flip to Article 210. So, as we saw in the back of the book, it said Article 210, which is where we were going, and then it also said 210.50. So, we're in Article 210, and then as you can see, there's different 210.1, 2, so forth. We're going to go to 210.50. There's 210.10, 0.18, obviously, they're getting bigger, so I don't need to skim through all of them necessarily. But there we go. 210.50, so we got receptacle outlets. Receptacle outlets shall be installed as specified in 210.52 through 210.65. So right there, 210.50 is what the index told us to, but reading it says 210.52 through 210.65. So let's jump to 210.52. And dwelling unit receptacle outlets. That's exactly what we're looking for. If you remember, a dwelling unit, the question was, what is the spacing required, or at maximum required for, or what's the maximum outlets can be spaced in a dwelling unit, such as like a bedroom, living room, so forth. So, dwelling unit receptacle outlets, this section provides requirements for 125 volt, 15 and 20 amp receptacle outlets. Okay, we can keep skimming, that does not pertain to us. Permanently installed electrical baseboard here, that does not... Informational note. Okay, spacing. Oh, this is what we're looking for. Spacing. Receptacles shall be installed such that no point measured horizontally along the floor line of any wall space is more than 1.8 meters or 6 feet from a receptacle outlet. That is exactly what we're looking for. So, the answer to the question is no more than 6 feet. That was found in Article 210, but in specific, it was found in 210.52A1. That is the answer to the question. Once again, this is a pretty common known, or a very common commonly known thing in the electrical trade, and on any wall, 6 feet, 6 foot rule is what a lot of people call it. But obviously, if you're new to the trade, it's always good to know how to use your code book. Hopefully you found this video insightful, and I will continue putting out some more content like this moving forward. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully you found this insightful or helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.